Oh, what is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is the High Yield Investor. Today we're going to do a weekly update on our retirement test series. Let's see how we did this week. Alright, so GDXY at a 99% annualized rate paid us $334 this week. PLTY at a 49% rate paid us $166. GOOW at a 38% rate paid us $129. CHPY at a 39% rate paid us $134. HOOY at a 43% rate paid us $147. AMDY at a 45% rate paid us $151. TSMY at a 73% rate paid us $247. NVII at a 78% rate paid us $263. BABO at a 32% rate paid us $108. And CVNY at a 45% rate paid us $153. So at a 54% rate, we got $1,837. Now our goal is to get $1,200 a week. We way surpassed that this week, and we need to average about 35% distribution rate annualized. So we're well above that this week. This is a really good week, actually. So let's add this to our year-to-date, 183721. 1837.21. This is week 7 of our test. Today's date is March the 6th. Alright, so if we pull out $1,200 each week, and then this column here shows what we had extra or short, and so far through 7 weeks we've pulled out $1,200 every single week, and we have an extra $2,300 that we can use for later on, from whenever we have bad weeks. We can pull it off of this total here. So it's been a really good start for this thing, but our goal is to this would be like when we are retired and we need this $1,200 a week to supplement our other incomes, Social Security, pension, whatever you have. So I would take this $175 and I split it between these 10 high yield ETFs, and if they can average 35% annualized rate, they'll produce an income of $1,200 every week, with the understanding that over time some of these will go down in value, which would make the distribution go down, but at the same time some of the others should go up in value and their distribution should go up. So the goal would be to get $1,200 worth of income every week out of this and never have to actually sell any of these shares, because they're creating their own income. And it won't grow anymore, but if it can put $1,200 a week out and maintain without ever having to sell any shares, that will be awesome. It would last forever if it can do that at that rate. So that's what this test is about, seeing if it can hold on. How long can it hold on? It may dip over time, but I'm running my options trading for 3 years, trying to build that income up. I've been trying to build that portfolio up to $175,000. And then at the end of that 3-year period, should I be ready to stop selling options, I could just turn this thing into these high yield ETFs and let them do all the work. So what I'm doing is I'm running this retirement test right alongside my options trading as I grow. So then when I get my portfolio built up through selling options, I'll know whether or not this retirement test, whether or not this can work. So that's what this is about, just to show that what I believe can work. Of course, we could take this. Let's just imagine if we took these $1,200 instead of, if we didn't need it right now, you continue to pour that back in and buy more shares of these or any other high yield ETFs that we like, and they could create even more income. So they could keep on growing. So these are just the numbers I use. You could start with any amount, and you can see how you could use this to build income. If at a 35% rate, it'll take I was doing that a test I was doing earlier. I was hoping to get a 60% rate, but I realized that they would not hold up. They couldn't stay at 60%, that they would fall. But 35% seemed like it could maintain pretty well. So that's what this test is about. So anyways, we'll come back every week, and as we continue building up our portfolio through options trading, we'll be doing this retirement test right alongside of it. So we'll see how that works out. Until next time, this is the High Yield Investor signing off.